Yesterday's video stretched on a little bit, so I decided to make it an hour-long epic. Because I know some people are still locked down, bored, shielding. So I thought, what could make their life even more miserable? Apart from an hour of me wibbling on about canals and rivers. But yesterday was, for me, one of those lovely days that the weather didn't turn crap. We didn't get quite as stranded as I expect we were going to be at Stoke Lock. It reaffirmed my belief that the Canal and River Trust are completely useless wankers, and we did a couple of really nice stretches. We're now on the sour, whatever you want to call it. Now, there won't be massive amounts of video today because I'm just going to drift along merrily in my own little world, so I am. See people waving out the window there, look. That's the crikey, that's the East Midlands airport for you. Look at that, he's banking, he's turning left and he's heading towards somewhere or other. I think the last one I looked at was going somewhere like Cincinnati. Fair do. We're going towards Leicester. We are right next to East Midlands Airport, which probably in normal times, not COVID times, because I think everything COVID times, it's a floating porter cabin house there, look. In normal times this would be really busy, but in COVID times not too bad. There was only 3 last night, and I was looking through the thing, there would have been about 15 this morning where we've had 1. Still bleeding noisy though. Oh, it's a rather nice little setup they've got. Fucking hungry now. Might be wrong, but I don't think I'm in a particularly cheap area here. There's a sort of mini Chatsworth. House next door weren't too shabby either. Look at that. I think today's theme is going to be rowers. We've got another one just pulled out. Last lot I had to invite to Off They Should Fuck. Definitely out of my league round here, you know. Rather alarmingly, I didn't win the lottery yesterday. One of the potential reasons for that is that I don't do the lottery. But I'm not sure, even if I won the lottery, I'd get a sort of jackpot enough to buy any of these properties along here. Actually, do you know, I probably wouldn't want any of these properties along here. It's not really my sort of thing. Nice. Nice to show off if you're a merchant banker. Misprint. So this is heading toward, not too far away from, Loughborough, or as it's sometimes referred to by the Australians, Luga-Baroga. And if only we had some sunshine. Well, 12:30 and the rain's set in. So I think we're going to pull over, have some lunch. We're just outside Loughborough, and hopefully it'll blow over. It won't. The weather forecast said it won't. Well, that little thing just came through that lock with us, which I think was one of the stupidest things they could have done, but you can't tell some people, can you? Anyway, they're out of our fucking hair now, so we'll probably find them wrapped around a tree somewhere. You might think, what a strange place to paint a building black and a big round window. However, sorry to say, if I zoom out, it's not half as fucking ugly as this place, look. Why? What a fucking shithole. Yeah, anyway, Loughborough. I'm sure there'll be some crap riverside developments. Oh! As if by magic. It's multicoloured crap riverside developments. Fuck me, why do they bother? I think I'd sooner have the porta cabins and the fucking containers, but oh, I mean that really is fucking foul though, isn't it? God, I ain't got a problem with painting buildings black, far from it. And these are sort of devoid of all character as well. And look at these fuckers up here. Jesus Christ. It's like a kiddie's playground. Oh, hang on. Forgot where I was going for a minute. Got so distracted with the shit buildings, I nearly forgot to take my turn in. So this is now off to Leicester this way, and that goes down into the rest of Loughborough, and you can fucking shove it. Some places really kind of try and show off their bit of wat away with sympathetic developments instead of a fucking kiddie's playground. Fuck's sake. Right, anyway, we're now heading down on the Leicester arm of the River Soar. Oh, and we've got fishermen. Will this pleasure ever end? actually some very, very nice little stretches on this this part between Loughborough and Leicester. Very picturesque. And some strange sort of tree plantations back there as well. Look like sort of fir trees, but all planted in a line about 40 foot high. The fishermen were predictably miserable. So slow right down to this speed, cruised down the middle, and I counted them. There were 68. Shame there wasn't one more, because that would have fitted with fishermen quite nicely. All sucking each other off at the end of the fucking day. I didn't get a smile from any of them, not one of them. And all right, look, you know, we all got our hobbies, and I'm sure they think brewing beer is probably a bit weird as well, as I think, you know, sitting on a riverbank with maggots in your mouth all day in the rain is a bit weird, catching something that you're not going to eat and putting a metal spike through its face. But fuck me, would it really hurt them just to give a fucking smile or a little nod or a thank you? So what I'm going to do in future is, as I go past them, I'm going to say, don't mention it. Oh, you didn't. And then see if I get a fucking response. It's just, I don't know, why do I bother slowing down for them? I suppose because I'm not a cunt. This is Barrow on Soar. And look, a canoeist. Little railway arches, if indeed they are. A floating shed with air conditioning. Is it worth it? Each to their own. I don't know, perhaps it's to take the heat away. It looks like they're growing ganja in there. Right, nice enough little gaff, but we're going to plod on. There was a couple of nice Istanbul barbecue which looked alright, place to eat. It looked like there was a couple of half reasonable pubs, but I don't know, it's still quite early. Double check. Yeah, it's only 3:20. I reckon we could probably hit it into Leicester this evening. Look at that, there's Madame Windlass there. So yeah, I think we'll just bang on for a bit and find somewhere drink wise in Leicester to start. Oh, actually it's fucking Sunday, isn't it? So none of the bottle shops are likely to be open. We'll see. Anyway, we got plenty of time. Just say it's Sunday. It's not overly populated in that little nice little riverside beer garden. Oh well. Right, let's try not to scoop the canoeists out of the weed hatch. By the way, those of you who know Chris Harrison Hawks, he has just made a version of his vacant gesture with some Simcoe hops, and following his trip on this here boat here with the Harrison Hawks family, as it were, he has called it Weed Hatch because it smells a bit weedy. we're up. Ooh, and next to a flag shugger. And, hey, Marley, hello. We have a new captain of the ship. Oh, that's good. There was it's a really funny little article on one of the I think it was Radio 4 this morning, where they was talking about the resurgence in people with Union flags, Union Jacks, as they're called. Used to be that you'd only call it a Union Jack if it was flying off the back of a boat, but I think that's an old tradition which is long since dead, and everyone refers to the Union flag as the Union Jack. But anyway, on this little it's only a short piece, there was someone interviewing people, and they were saying about flying the cross of St George, which is, for those of you who don't know, the red cross on the white background. And which not everybody will know, because I know some people who watch this crap you know, from different parts of the world, and might not necessarily understand how the Union flag is made up. However, and notwithstanding, the story was going that there's a guy flying this Union flag, and a couple of like back there, in fact they might have been interviewing the guy back there, or the girl back there. There's a guy on the thing, but anyway, had a couple of crosses of St George and a Union flag, and they said, well, what's your motivation? He said, good, England, innit? England football, innit? England in the football. I don't think he was saying in it quite as much as the never mind, but he was going, it's because England. And the interviewer said, well, yeah, but you've got a Union flag up there, you know, which includes Scotland, and it's, no, he says it's all for England, isn't it? That kind of like sums up some people. They don't even know that the flag that they're flying, well, you know, represent it anyway. But yeah, so don't know how I got onto that one. Well, I do know how I got onto that one, because we came up through the lock to find who was next to a flag shagger. I've got nothing, absolutely nothing at all against the Union flag. In fact, I'm one of those people, I'm sort of like, I'm quite proud of it, because it symbolises a union of the countries, and you know, the United Kingdom. I quite like that, but also quite like the idea of Scottish independence as well. Where's this vlog going? Where's this going? I know people will want to know. Oh look, that's nice. Yeah, okay. Kind of nice sentiment, I suppose. Yeah. Right, so Barrow on Soar, and it's turning into quite a pleasant little afternoon. Yeah, anyway, as I was saying, nothing against the Union flag. Certainly got quite a lot against a lot of the people who fly it. Are you a big wuss? Are you a wuss? He's worried because Charlotte is currently over there doing that lock and not on the boat. So whenever he's on the boat and Charlotte's not on the boat, he whimpers. Marley, bark. Like that. You're stupid, mate. Really? She's only at the lock. You're silly boy. I know, it's horrible, isn't it? You're wagging your tail though, so you don't really care, do you? What? Oh, what? You really are pathetic, aren't you? You are. What? We're nearly ready to go in the lock, Marley. Go on then, if you're going. Yeah, oh, nearly. You little shit, that would have made really good video. I'm just going to withstand the urge to make an observation about there being another brick in the wall, but that one was just teetering like that. And I just tapped it and it came away. Such is the state of disrepair. I thought instead of letting it just fall in or putting it on the side where someone could pick it up and chuck it at a boat or something, I've rescued it. I've rescued another brick in the wall. Somewhat incredibly, it's 10 to 6. I definitely have been in a bit of a time void today. So that's 9 hours, nearly 9 hours that we've been bobbing along for. And I have to say, I do not dislike the river sour, or whatever you wanna call it. I don't dislike it in the slightest. In fact, it's lovely. It's in places a little, well, like this obviously, a little bit kind of like overgrown, and you have to be a little bit judicious how you navigate it, because there's great big bits of fucking tree and stuff that have broken off, and Canal and River Trust, I'm guessing it's Canal and River Trust, might be Environment Agency, I haven't been bothered to do anything about it. So it's not good down there, you see, but it's quite a nice little navigation. Can't say I fault it. And they got these big road signs to tell you which way to go. But yeah, I suppose like a lot of the inland waterways, its state of disrepair is noticeable at times, including this here, look. But it's nice, I like it, and I'd recommend it, and I'm glad we've done it. Well, we haven't done it all yet. There might be bits of it that I really don't like, so I might come back tomorrow and tell you never to do it. Sell your boat, emigrate somewhere nice like Australia. Well, I say nice, warm. Emigrate somewhere warm that hasn't got any rivers or canals, because actually Australia hasn't got any rivers left now, because the government allowed all these cotton growers to steal the water upstream so there's nothing to come downstream. Little bit of politics. Marley, for God's sake! God! Hey! What? No! Crumbs. Last lock of the day, and we're not on the River Soar, we're on the River Reek, W-R-E-A-K-E, I think it is. I don't know when we ceased being on the River Soar. Do you know, Marley? No, you don't, do you? What are you doing? Oh, you're lovely, but I ain't got nothing for you. I'm sorry. We're on the Grand Union Canal. We just, I don't even remember seeing a sign. We turned right off the River Reek. There's a little sort of like bunch of moorings and that there. And then go, Marley, stop it. God. Anyone want a dog? And then looking at Google Maps, and we're on the Grand Union Canal. Wait, look at that. It's quite exciting. Alright, not that exciting, but we're on the Grand Union all the same. That's it for day 14, boys and girls. We're right next to something called John Merrick's Lake. I don't know why it's called John Merrick's Lake. I could Google it, but I'm not sure whether I might like the answer. So that's the end of day 14. We are at Wanlip, and we're on the Grand Union Canal now. Lovely day. Do like this waterway. If you do too, please give us a thumbs up, and if you haven't already done so, please consider subscribing to the channel. It would be so super to have you. Until next time, whatever you're doing, please do it safely, take care of yourself and everybody else, and cheers.